Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. It's the third lecture of Fundamentals of Chemistry from the Unit 1. Why we consider an atom is electrically neutral. Now concentrate on this picture. You can see the basic structure of the atom. An atom contains the electrons, protons and neutrons. Protons and neutrons both are present inside the nucleus. These red colored protons you can see in the picture, they carry the positive charge, and the neutrons are neutral. They do not carry any charge. Neutrons and protons both are present inside the nucleus, while the electrons, they carry the negative charge and they revolve around the nucleus in its orbits. An atom has always equal number of electrons and protons. Protons being carry the positive charge and electron carry the negative charge, and their number is equal. Now what happened? Due to the opposite charges and equal in number, they will cancel the effect of each other. As a result, an atom is considered electrically neutral. Chemical species are the species which take active part in a chemical reaction. Now these chemical species include the atom. Atom is the smallest particle of an element that cannot be divided further, and it is electrically neutral, as you have seen in the previous slide. Second species is the ion. We use the term ion for the charged species. It means an atom or group of atom. When it will have some charge, we use the term ion. And ions are formed by adding or removing of the electrons in the valence shell. Ions are of the two types: positively charged ions and negatively charged ions. Positively charged ions are also called the cations, just like sodium, potassium, calcium. And negatively charged ions are also called the anions. As they have the negative charge, they are called the anions. For example, oxide, chloride. How these cations and anions are formed? First, you can see the example of formation of the cation, a positively charged ion. Sodium has the 11 protons in its nucleus, and protons have the positive charge, and it has 11 electrons revolving around the nucleus. So the positive 11 proton and negative 11 electrons, when you will get the overall charge, it will be 0. So atom is electrically neutral due to the presence of equal number of electrons and protons. Now this sodium has 1 electron in its valence shell. Valence shell means outermost shell. So 1 electron is present in the valence shell of the sodium. It can lose this electron easily. After losing this 1 valence electron, now sodium have the total of 10 electrons. Number of protons are increased here. They remain the same as the 11, but number of electrons decrease. The number is 10. So plus 11 and minus 10, when you will calculate the net charge, it will be the plus 1. It means sodium is positively charged ion. It carry the plus 1 charge due to losing of 1 valence electron. How the anions are formed? Here the second example of the chlorine atom. Chlorine atom have 17 protons in the nucleus and 17 electrons revolving around the nucleus. Protons have the positive charge, electrons carry the negative charge, their number is the same, charge is opposite, so the overall charge will be 0 in the chlorine atom. Now you can see in the valence shell of the chlorine there are 7 electrons are present. So it can gain 1 electron to complete its valence shell. And when this chlorine will gain 1 electron, the total number of electrons will be 18 there. 17 protons inside the nucleus and 18 electrons outside the nucleus. Now the overall charge will be -1 because 17 protons carry the positive charge and 18 electrons will have the negative charge. So overall charge will be -1. It means chloride ion carry the -1 charge. In this way, cations and anions are formed. Cations are formed when an atom loses the electron, and anions are formed when atom gains the electron. Ions are formed when an atom gains or loses the electron. In the same way, a molecular ion is formed when a molecule will gain or lose the electron. Just like the oxygen molecule O2, when it loses 1 electron, it will form the positive oxide ion. But when it absorbs an electron, it will form the negative oxide ion. It means these ions are called the molecular ions because molecule has gained or lose the electron. These molecular ions are short-lived species and only exist at the higher temperature. And molecular ions do not form the ionic compounds. Mostly they form the covalent compounds. Free radical is an atom which has an unpaired electron and bear no electrical charge. It will have unpaired electron and there will be no electrical charge over these free radicals. You can see the example of this hydrogen. You can see the one dot over there. It is indicating the unpaired electron. In the same way, this chlorine atom, you can see there are 7 electrons. They are unpaired and carry no charge. So free radicals are the species which has unpaired electrons and they do not have any charge. Now the main differences between the free radical and ions are given here. As you have learned now that free radical has unpaired electron, and being the unpaired electron, definitely it will contain odd number of electrons. And as ions have the paired electron, and being the paired electron, these ions will have the even number of electrons. Free radical are electrically neutral species, but the term ion is used when an atom will carry some charge. It means ions always have some charge. Free radicals are indicated by the dot and ions, they are indicated by the positive or the negative charge. Thank you very much for listening me with patience.